are three main sections to an introduction: the hook, the overview, and the thesis statement. But the single most important part of the introduction is the why. Why are you talking about this subject matter? Why is it important? Why are you writing this paper? This is what needs to be crystal clear in the introduction. Alright, so the hook is just an engaging detail to draw the reader in. Generally, your hook can be an anecdote, a shocking statistic, or a question. Your anecdote should be a short story that can grab the reader's attention. For example, her parents had planned to go into hiding with their daughters and had been arranging a secret hiding place for a while. Makes you want to read more, doesn't it? You could follow the statement continuing the story about Anne Frank. A shocking statistic might surprise the reader and make them want to read more. Along the lines of our last example, with a statistic, you might say Anne Frank spent 761 days in hiding with 7 other people. And finally, the question should be something that makes the reader wonder about the topic. An example could be, would most people be able to survive 761 days in hiding with 7 other people? Unless it's really relevant to your essay, do not use a quote as your hook. The overview is a few sentences of helpful background information to help the reader understand information that might be brought up later in your paper. Last but not least, your thesis statement will be the last statement of your introduction paragraph. This is 1 to 2 sentences where you will talk about how you will approach your subject matter. This will operate as a roadmap and tells the reader what they can expect for the rest of the paper. You might be asking how to even get started with a thesis statement. Try developing your thesis with a mind map. Start with the large topic in the middle, then break it down into subtopics. Write a few questions about each subtopic and find something that's narrow enough. Remember, when you're writing a thesis statement, don't just state a fact because it'll be too narrow a topic for you to explore. Don't start with, in this paper I will explore, or I argue. These are weak and you could be a bit less obvious. You don't need to list the points you will address in the paper, although that is a valid technique. Instead, you could discuss the clear vision for the paper. Many students discuss opposing ideas, saying, cats are without a doubt the more sophisticated animal, but dogs are also really great. Stick to only one idea and one direction. Let's go over a checklist for your introduction. Try to answer these questions and use them to write your introduction. Is it clear what the topic of my paper is? Is it clear how I will address my topic in a unique way? Is my voice heard? Is it clear why my subject is important? Is my thesis statement clear? Is there any background information I should cover here to make sure my reader understands the rest of the paper? Have I avoided using hyper-specific details that would be better used as evidence later? Have I met all the requirements for this paper? Alright, that's it for today. In the description, I've linked some thesis templates for you to use, and make sure to check out my paper writing playlist for more tips and tricks for writing your high school paper.